Welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Y'all make sure y'all connect with me on Instagram and TikTok. And make sure you check out the website, www. Did I say too many W's? Anyway, I'm gonna put it up here. www. I don't know. Y'all know. How y'all doing tonight? How are y'all? If y'all catching a replay, make sure you type replay. Happy Friday. I'm typing a website so y'all can find it. Cause I think I was just saying too many W's. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I hope everyone's doing well. So make sure y'all check out the website. That's it right there, thefiercemompreneur.com. But I just wanted to come on here and touch bases with y'all. Um, I just wanted to touch bases with y'all and um talk about our girl and just really talk about life, right? And I just wanted to say, welcome to everyone that's in here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also turn on your alerts and also share the live. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. But I have made two videos today, right? So the first one was talking about Rasta Queen, right? And I know many people have seen the live, okay? Rasta Queen. And we have over here, we have talked about this before. Rasta Queen is loving the attention on social media, right? She is excited. She's loving it. She is enjoying this attention. And it's truly something you have to be mindful of when you start doing content. So she's liking this attention. Now, mind you, Rasta has put a lot of information about herself out there as well. We're not going to blame it all on Peach. And when I say, she's put out there about where she works, where she frequents, she puts a lot of stuff out there like these people that are tuned into your live are truly your family and friends, like you're on a FaceTime conversation. Baby, these are strangers. And if 300 people are watching you and 25 people are commenting, just know 275 people are watching for different reasons. They're either going to call. You see what just happened to your daughter online. You see that everyone, was calling where she lived, calling the school, calling the daycare, all that kind of stuff. So I think you should just keep the little pastor thing going. Hey, Nearly, how are you? I'm doing well. I think you should keep that going. Like I said in the video earlier, when you build an audience, that's just like a lot of y'all are here because I cover Peach. Some of y'all are here to say, okay, we want to see you move. We hear what's going on with you in the no content. We hear different things going on, but a lot of you guys connected with me on a reaction page, correct? So when I do videos on other stuff, y'all be looking like, okay, that's great, but that's not why we're here. So when you start, you switch it up, especially when you switch it up from preaching to sexual content, baby, you have turned some people off. And like I said in the video earlier, my only thing is I think she's gonna love that attention. I think she is going to love the attention. That was a live video that has received, I think it's over 8,000 views. Um, which views are money and everything. So oh, thank y'all. Whoever clicked on the StreamYard link, thank y'all. That's the referral link. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, so make sure y'all liking the video. But I just think Rasta took it too far doing that. People are commenting about how excited she was talking. And it just goes back to her daughter always wanting to talk about it and everything. I'm like, dang, um it's just crazy that, she just put that out there. I was like, wow. I personally could not watch the whole live. And honestly, like, I don't care if that's what you do. I mean, some of the stuff she was saying, from what I heard, the little short people have made, it was like, I'm just not gonna sit there for no hour watching two ladies. That's just, I think Rasta is what, in her 50s. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm not doing that. And I mean, I don't mind you having that conversation. I just think sometimes when you put it on social media, the things, and I tell my clients this all the time. So the things you sit around the table and talk about with your family, that necessarily does not go on social media. The things you talk about in group chats and all that stuff, that does not need to go on. These aren't your friends. Some people care, but some people are truly, they don't care. So yes, you have to be very mindful. But yeah, she was over there, and like I said, I think she's addicted to social media. I have said this before. Um, anyone to go live that much and constantly. I mean, she show up to her Zoom. She is consistent. That's what I will say. She is very consistent with her channel. I do wonder if she was not Peach's mother, how would her channel be doing? I do wonder that, but I don't know if she's going to lose subscribers. I don't know if this is going to be a weekly conversation that she is deciding to do. I don't know, but I was like, ugh. I mean, we all remember the video she posted in a furniture store about the dang on, remember the oversized chair, and she wanted it in her room, and what, I was like, oh God, cause I'm grown. We are grown over here. Yes, we are, but not what I want to hear. That is not what I want to hear. And then, if y'all follow the guy off of TikTok, and then wig, no, but so Miss McIntyre, yes, she's still showing old content, which I know some people are like, they sick of the old content. I ain't sick of it because it's new to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not old content to me. It's new. We know it's not real time or up to date, but hell, half the stuff you watch on social media is not real time, up to date. It's content. They film it. A lot of people batch record. They film it, they edit it, and then they schedule or figure out when they're going to release it because a lot of them do have other things to do. So that is a normal thing to do with content creation. So what she is doing with that, I see people saying, we don't want to see that. We don't want, then you're not her target audience either. You got to remember, if you don't want to watch her go shopping, and you're not her target audience. I ain't gonna say I fell in love with her channel, her content when she was going shopping and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, dang, you getting paid to do this? That's what's up. I saw her on the later days, not the early. Then she went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I was like, oh, I don't like this type of content. I don't like to see the content where you sitting in the truck crying with them damn set it off braids. I don't like to see the content where you dragging your mom, whatever she got going on. I don't like that. I don't like to see the content dragging Woods family. But you, like I said in the video earlier, you going to Home Depot 5 times a week, Walmart 6 times a week, all that. I don't mind that. That's better content than what we were seeing before. So I know some people say this is bull crap content. I'm like, what? What do y'all want her to do? A lot of people do, reactors, I will say, like to see her go live and act a fool because, at the end of the day, that does give people something to talk about. But like I've said, I truly always wanted her to win. You know what I'm saying? So if I want you to win, I don't want to see you doing all that foolishness because I know it's going to mess you up in the long run. I know it's going to mess you up. But Rasta needs to realize, too, she is not Peach. You got a job to go to. See, certain things you can do on social media when you don't have a job to clock into. But when you have a job to clock into, you have to conduct yourself a decent way on social media. You really do. And baby, she is just now raw form. She just raw form. She don't care. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and share the live, y'all. But she does not care. I'm not going to be on here long. I just wanted to hop on here. I had posted 2 videos, and I just wanted to come talk to y'all and see how everyone is doing. I know I need to start going back more frequent live or whatever, but yeah. So I did go ahead and post about the website. So, the website is still down. And from what I heard, it's because she can't, no chargebacks. No chargebacks. So she can't get any chargeback. And I used to say that's why she did the Cash App, a long time ago. I say, oh, she used to do the Cash App. That was her hustle. You can't get your money back. You can't go to the website and say for a refund. And that's the dangerous part about any business, especially online. Like even with me selling digital products. It's nothing for someone to go back and say, oh, I didn't receive the download and get their money back. You know what I'm saying? And you've already transferred that money to your account or already start paying stuff. Me personally, I don't touch anything that comes in from my website for at least 30 days. I let it sit, and then because after 30 days you ain't refunding nothing, baby. This digital product. So I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. I didn't know her mom was so much though. I didn't know her mom was that much. You know, Like, I'm not going to say she had me fooled. Don't get me wrong. I knew something, things were different about her mom, but I didn't think she was that hypersexual to be so wanting to put it all over social media of what she wants. And it's not even like you're talking about like relationship advice, like Rox does relationship advice and stuff like that, but she doesn't get into like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, dang, that is in their DNA. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know if Ed and the other sister like that. That's a lot. And I'm just like, Lord. And I just be wondering because I have said this before too. I feel like Lynch Mom is not for all of this social media stuff. Now, when he turned up, he might not mind it as much, but them days when he was walking into their new house and she's sitting on live crying and wanting people to be her friend, all this stuff. He was like really frustrated and annoyed. But that is to a time that Peach was dragging him. So maybe he was just frustrated at that point. Maybe it wasn't just the whole YouTube. Maybe he was just frustrated because his wife's business was all out there, even though now she putting how you park the 18 wheeler in her garage. I'm like, Lord, they talking like Cardi B, sexy red, sex lyrics. I mean, rap lyrics, right? I'm like, just park that in the want to make you feel things back of my. I'm like, what is going, girl? What you got to do to please your man and all this stuff. And at the end of the day, my whole thing is you could do backflips on the D. You could do whatever. Baby, if a man want to go do something else, he gonna go do it. So, ladies, please don't believe that. Please don't believe that. You need to be happy. You can definitely please your man, and but I mean, that ain't. Um, Not all siblings will do the same thing as previous generations, expecting a different result. Child. And then I don't know, because Peach's grandma, I mean, they just a party family. And I do think Peach grew up where she didn't want her kids around that. And I get it. I get it. I'm not the one. It's certain things I don't want my children or my child around either. And a lot of things happen and some things you just don't want or want your children to feel like this is normal living and stuff like that. But Peach still does have a very project hood mentality. She over there on Instagram, that's what I had just did a video about. I said, oh, I'm realizing she posts different content on different platforms, which makes sense because each platform has a different, audience. So I noticed on Instagram, she posts more like she is living the life of luxury, the soft girl life. On YouTube, she shows struggling, and then on TikTok, it is what it is. And I don't know what she posts on Facebook. But to post this video about a damn $800 rug for your room when you was just nickel and diming about the kids' box spring. So I don't understand, that, but she portrays on Instagram that she has it all together and is living the rich and fabulous life. She is stress free, y'all. She is happy, stress free, living her best life. Okay. She says she don't care what y'all say. She is showing her house here and there. They breaking TVs, spending more money. Now, two people are saying they are gambling, both of them. Now, people are saying Wood. People have said they have spotted Wood down there, right? But people are saying Peach is back gambling. And I said, you got to be kidding me. But we'll never, she got all this old content up, so we'll never, know. But if you do go back to gambling, girl, them people gonna be mad at you. But I know one thing: if you do go back to gambling, you better utilize that dang on Gamble with Peach page. I know that much, and get your money. See, that's where she was messing up at too with the gambling. Besides it just being out of control, allegedly, because too, we know Peach ain't bringing in as much money as she claims to be. But she also messed up with the gambling, and that's why I'm wondering too if she was really gambling. Remember, she was not creating content on the gambling page. Remember how her goal was by the new year, I'm gonna have this much content on the gambling page. Now there's like, once she started doing all that, she stopped showing the content, and people were saying, "Oh, because she started not liking to go to the slot." She started sitting at the tables, and that's where you bid bigger, and that's where all the hell broke loose, I guess. I don't know. They say on the actual videos, people rather watch you at the slots. I think you can't record at the table or something. But when she was doing all that, I'm gonna have 50,000. And see, that's another thing. People don't hold her accountable, is what I noticed. And then people want to say, well, she's holding herself accountable. That's so good. This girl has put out so much BS, so many lies, and I'm gonna call them lies. Um, that's a strong accusation, but it's a lie. It is definitely a lie. Remember, 87,000. Going to look at Vans, $1,000,000, font. She sells you anything that's going to make you purchase the classes. And you notice anytime that she is about to sell a class or do something, she always talks about her goals and what I'm going to get this together. Remember, always getting your life in order, always doing this, always doing that. Sure. I just, Yes, I agree. I agree. A mediocre life. Nothing supernatural about it. She is living just regular Declar. And that's okay. But the thing is, you made it seem like, when I say you, I'm talking to Peach, made it seem like you were living, above, who is it? The Joneses, the Johnsons, whoever them people trying to live like the Joneses, Johnsons, whoever. Girl, and then everybody talk about, so they be saying, oh, because she was like, I have such expensive taste. And that's what she said. Excuse me. That's what she said. Oh, excuse me. On Instagram, right? Talking about this $800 rug. People in the comments was like, expensive taste, but cheap clothing. I was like, oh, they talk about some expensive taste and all your clothes come from City Trends. Ooh, remember when she told her packs, I don't need gifts from you guys because remember, I like expensive stuff and y'all probably can't afford it. Hell, everything she done got the kids was either from CPS or damn Walmart. I'm sure some of the people could have afforded that. You could have got them two dang on expensive strollers that ain't gonna be no dang on good once the kids can't fit in a car seat. And dummy, just as dumb as can be. I mean, those are nice strollers. Don't get me wrong, because it's like the one in car seat, you ain't got to pop it out and stuff like that. But when those kids get out of that side, out of the that car seat infant care, that stroller is no longer. I feel like she should have just got a double stroller with a car seat. You know what I'm saying? At this point, because like we're saying, you're not making the money like you used to make it, and we know that, and it's okay. These ads ain't paying like they used to. The views aren't viewing like they used to. Remember, and I said it could be a change soon because of what's going on and everything like that. But and you're gonna see a lot of content creators that did white labels. And for those who don't know, white label is to say, oh, I'm coming out with a body butter. I ain't make no body butter. I just got it off of, somewhere from China, and they put my logo and label on it, and then I sell it. Weight loss programs, waist trainers, all that kind of stuff with these tariffs. So we're about to see a lot of influencers, even those with affiliates, unless you had an actual brand deal from the company itself, and those might even change. But a lot of this business with these waist trainers, these all that's going to change with these tariffs. So they better get ready. Get ready. I don't know. They coming out. I know Sierra from Love and Hip Hop. She just posted Ghetto Girl Eats is shutting down for 6 weeks. Talk about, so we finna revamp. We gonna do this. Nah, you saw them tariffs hit. You had to shut it down. Shut it down. Jay Nice. She's talking about it. She already has a shipment on the way. Body by Envy. She's talking about it, like the tariffs and stuff. So we about to see a big change and the content creators that did change over to sell some type of paraphernalia merchandise or something. But as far as Peach, you ain't got nothing but content you got to put out. You have nothing. You don't have any brand deals. You don't have any affiliate links. You try to post the products, which, in your video, like you posted the Walmart TV. So I guess you can try to get a little bit of change off of that, which just lets me know when she starts doing all that stuff in the videos, you got time to do all that, but not make a thumbnail. You trying to get as much money as you can. You trying to get as much money as you can. Oh, she came from hand me down, so she had to wear her older sister's clothes. So is that why she just throws things away? And you know what? Get me. And I think it is this generation that does this. And Peach is like five. Me and Peach are like 5, 6 years apart. But so we ain't one the same. But what I've noticed is you're blaming everything on your childhood, and then you want people to feel bad for you in your adulthood. No, grow up. So that's the reason why she goes and buys everything, because she had to get hand me downs. Like, girl, she is just so obsessed with being the victim. That's so crazy. I wouldn't want to be a damn victim that much. I'm sorry. I would not want to be a victim like that. She is always a victim. Yeah. My mom just texted me. My son, she takes him to therapy on Fridays. That's like their little hangout. She takes him to speech therapy. They get a milkshake. And she just texts me saying, we're all done therapy. He wants to go to Five Below. So I'm going to take him. She be so, and I'll go pick him up later. And she'll be like, you don't want to go later? Why you got to come now? Oh my goodness. So that's what everybody wearing now, the baseball caps with the nice outfits and stuff, I guess. Bad hair days. Yes. So I don't know. She put back on that fake chain. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. Oh Lord, not these people doing the chair challenge. Oh Lord. Y'all seen the chair challenge? Oh, so I guess the girl that they said it. Mm. Oh wow. Yep. So that explains. They just said bad Barbie. You know, the girl Catch Me Outside. She just opened up and said that she was molested by her mom's by her stepdad. Oh man, people. That's why I say these people really be when these kids lash out, they really be going through something. So I don't know. Did y'all catch the live with Rasta? Did y'all catch the live with Rasta? Did you think it was appropriate? Child, I don't know. Have y'all been following all this with these tariffs? Now they're saying they probing into insider training. The actual person, Charles Schwab, made $2.5 billion yesterday with the stock market. Lord have mercy. This is crazy. Well, I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all comment, like, and I'll talk to y'all later.